Hey, Cowboy Nation, this is Cowboys Abroad. Let's do a little bit of football talk. Let's talk about we got a game this week. But let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. At the end of the day, uh, the Atlanta Falcons is a high-powered offense. High-powered offense. The offense can be, uh, their offense at times can be elite. Although I'm not so sure. This is one of those seasons. They always have that potential. They always have that potential. The deep play is always at bay. They can score very quickly. Most of the time they'll try to beat you in the air. They have a running back. He's a serviceable Coleman over there. He's a serviceable running back. He averages right now 4.2 yards a carry. He's a decent running back, but really nobody to be got less than 500 yards on the season right now. Nobody really to be scared of. Um, we should be able to contain him with no problem. What we got to really worry about is their aerial assault of Matty Ice. Um, so Byron Jones on Julio Jones should be a good matchup. Should be real good. That means either Jose or Anthony Brown will be on Calvin Ridley. Really, I like our cornerbacks in this matchup, but both of their receivers are more than capable of explosive plays, of catching the big play, of going downfield. They're very elusive. They're very quick. They can make speed cuts. They're good route runners. I mean, they're all around solid players. Julio Jones goes without saying is an elite uh, is an elite receiver. You know, one of the best in the game. One of the best in the game. Him and right now I think Byron Jones is one of the best corners in the game. So him against Byron Jones should be a real good matchup. Look forward to seeing that. Look forward to seeing that matchup. Um, right now, this would be a battle of a battle of the secondary. Battle of the secondary. I really don't see the running game really being don't really see the running game being a big threat. Although we do have to gap contain. We do have to gap contain as we put pressure on the QB. Look for us to try to pressure Matty Ice and force him into throwing a mistake, throwing a ill-advised pass into a mistake. But quite frankly, don't really look for a lot of mistakes from Matty Ice, or that's what he's affectionately nicknamed Matt Ryan, called Matty Ice. So I don't expect a lot of mistakes. I expect him to try to cover us up, but I also expect our defense to be ready. Speaking of mistakes, one of the things that we absolutely cannot do is make a bunch of mistakes in this game. We got to need to play a clean ball game, avoid the turnovers. Need to be efficient in this game. We need to maintain balance in our pass and the aerial pass and run. Need to maintain balance. We need to keep Zeke involved in this football game, but we also need to involve our possession guys and Gallup and Beasley. We need to keep them involved as well. We have to present the deep threat with Amari Cooper. In some cases, Gallup on the outside as a deep threat as well. Hearns, as a rotational receiver, is also capable of the deep threat. And so we have to keep that. To keep the deep threat is a real possibility. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to pass, loosen up the run. I know some people don't really like that terminology or like that philosophy, but the reality of it is, if they don't respect our passing game, then they can commit 8 or 9 personnel against our running team, against our running game. Zeke just had 187 yards last week of offense. So this team, man, they've seen the tapes like recent tape. Atlanta seen their tape on Zeke. They know Zeke capable is very dangerous and explosive, and they can do everything they can to stop Zeke. That means that we got to be ready in the pass, in the passing game, and if need be, an alternative running game. Will that be to get a Wally, will that be to get Rod Smith involved or Dak himself? Take put the ball down and run, to have some run pass options, uh, or some design runs. Then we need to do that. What we also need to be prepared is for them to try to pressure us. Now I don't anticipate them being I don't anticipate them being necessarily successful, but they're gonna try to pressure us. And so when they try to pressure us, a lot of times they don't maintain good. Sometimes they don't maintain good gap assignments. What does that mean? Well, they mean they leave holes. They leave holes as they try to pressure us. Holes that Dak Prescott can step up into, and take off running if he need be. The other thing is, what we got to do, absolutely, is if the pass is not there, if the pass is not there, we defend it. We got to get rid of football. We can't take sacks. And we can't fumble the ball away. We got to protect the football and make smart decisions with the football. Those are things that we just absolutely have to do. Now, those things seem simple, things that pretty much you have to do in every game. Yeah, true enough. But it's especially true in this game right here. Because this game is going to be their offense versus our defense. And our offense versus their defense. Now, their defense is, doesn't really scare me. There's not a lot happening with their defense. Our defense should be much better than theirs. Much better than theirs. And our offense should be able to move the ball. We should be able to do what we want to do. We should be able to run. We should be able to pass. We should be able to do all of that. But we're only going to be able to do that if we keep ourselves in manageable situations, and play a clean football game and be efficient. Somewhere we're going to be able to do that. This defense, the defense really needs some work, and our offense should be able to score enough points for us in order to win this game. That said, it really just depends on what offense shows up. Now we get the offense to just play Philadelphia. We get the offense played a couple of games. The games previous to that, we may be in some trouble. There's one thing about this particular team, and they can score quick, fast, and in a hurry, and they can pick up big chunks just like that, like it's nothing. So we gotta be prepared for that. We gotta be prepared for that, and we gotta be able to shut that down. I think we're up to the challenge. I like our chances in this game. Atlanta really shouldn't have nothing. Really shouldn't have nothing for us. We got the same records, but quite frankly, I just believe that we're a better football team. When we play like the Dallas Cowboys and play up to our potential, we can compete and beat anybody in this league. That's my thoughts on the matter. As we move closer to the game, I'm getting more and more excited. It's time to avenge the L we took last. Time to avenge the L we took last year. And put ourselves right. Stack some wins and put ourselves in a good solid position going into a division game. Past Atlanta. But we gotta take them one at a time. And go ahead and take down these Falcons. And keep it moving. It's time to stack some wins. We finally proved we can win on the road. Now it's time to prove that we can win consistently back to back. Let's make it happen. Cowboys Pride. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking, commenting, and everything. Leave comments below. Let me know what you feel and how you think we should how you think we should approach this game, attack this offense, attack Atlanta's offense, or how our offense should attack Atlanta's defense. Let me know what you think. I'm Cowboys Broad. I'm out.